Guys, I'm Cupid. I have schizophrenia and I'm also studying to become a psychologist. You're having visions, vivid dreams that come true, synchronicities that feel way too precise to be random. Maybe you even hear guidance or voices, and every time you try to explain it, you freeze. You're scared of sounding totally gone, scared they'll only hear the word psychotic and not the full truth of your experience. Today, I want to give you actual language you can use to talk about this with doctors, therapists, and loved ones in a grounded, respectful way without abandoning the spiritual meaning it has for you. For example, I don't really talk to my doctor about my visions because those appointments are so short, but I do talk to my therapist. I had a dream come true recently, and I mean literally, I dreamed about the exact house I'm living in now, long before I found it. Details, layout, the feeling of it, and it's not the first time this has happened. So how do you share something like that without them writing you off? All right. The first shift is this. You are describing an experience, not defending a belief. Instead of leading with, I know this sounds crazy, but try leading with calm, clear facts and how it affects your life. All right. Here's script number 1. Here's a script you can screenshot and practice. Over the last few years, I've been having very vivid dreams, visions, and what feel like meaningful coincidences. For example, I dreamed of the house I live in now, in detail, before I saw it in real life. These experiences are not distressing in themselves, but I'd like to understand them better. I'm not losing track of reality. I know the differences between a dream, a vision, and what's physically in front of me. I'm bringing this up because I want to be completely honest about my inner world and make sure it's still within a healthy range. All right. Notice a few things there. All right. You describe frequency over the last few years. You give a concrete example, the house dream. You clearly state your reality check. I know the difference between dreams and reality. You ask for collaboration. I'd like to understand this better. All right. This helps professionals hear you as thoughtful, self-aware person, not just a list of symptoms. Now, here is script number 2. If your visions or voices sometimes scare you or feel overwhelming, you can add, sometimes these experiences do feel intense and a bit frightening. I don't always know what to do with them in the moment. I'd really like support with coping tools, and I want to make sure I'm safe and grounded. All right? You're not hiding the hard parts, but you're speaking in clear, practical language. All right, and here's script number 3. Now, for family and friends, you can soften the medical framing and bring in the spiritual side without sounding disconnected from reality. Try something like, I experience the world a little differently. I get very vivid dreams, visions, and coincidences that feel meaningful to me. For example, I dreamed about this house before we ever moved in. I don't expect you to believe everything the way I do, but I do want you to know I'm grounded. I still pay bills, show up, know what's physically real. These experiences are part of how I make sense of my life, and what I need from you is curiosity and respect, not fear. If they get nervous, you can add, if you ever feel worried about me, I'd rather you ask questions than assume the worst. I'm already talking with a therapist, doctor, to make sure I'm okay. All right? That one line, I'm already talking with a professional, can calm a lot of panic. Speaking in grounded language does not erase the spiritual meaning these experiences hold for you. You can say, for me, these experiences feel spiritually meaningful. I'm not asking you to see them that way. I'm just sharing that they're important to how I understand myself. This lets you honor the gift, the mystery, without demanding agreement. All right, here's a practice tip. If you stumble over your words in the moment, write this down in your notes app and literally read it in session. Professionals are used to that. You can say, I get nervous talking about this, so I wrote a few sentences to keep it clear. Is it okay if I read them? That is not weird. That is self-advocacy. If you experience visions, voices, or synchronicities, and you're trying to figure out how to live with them as both spiritually meaningful and mentally responsible, you're not alone. I share more grounded language, scripts, and tools for navigating spiritual experiences and mental health. Hit subscribe for more, tap the bell so you don't miss the next video, and drop a comment if you want me to make part 2 with more scripts you can use word for word. All right, you guys? I appreciate all of my new subscribers. I really do. I appreciate all of my old subscribers too. You guys are amazing. I love you guys. You guys are, I mean, like I said, you're amazing. So please believe in yourself, all right? Keep sharing these videos. The more you share, the more people I reach, the more people I can help. Be safe and be good to yourselves, all right? Bye.